The factor tip of the day, apropos to what we're talking about. This morning I appeared on Kelly and Michael and was rolling along with them when ABC News cut into the program to cover the Pope's address. So I asked myself, is God sending me a message? The entire East Coast and much of the Midwest did not see this.
Take us back in time now, because this is one of these historical situations that we were actually around for, right? Okay, so how many days into the presidency was it?
A couple of months into his presidency, he's shot down in the streets of Washington, and his whole life changes. And Nancy Reagan's life changes. Physiologically, psychologically, every way. But nobody knows it. All right, the White House keeps it all quiet. He recovers quickly. I remember he came out and he's in his bathrobe with Nancy in the hospital and he's making jokes and everybody goes, whoa, thank God he wasn't killed and thank God he's okay. But he wasn't okay. And that's what killing Reagan is about, how this assassination attempt changed the whole presidency. And I think that some people will be a little disturbed by what we tell you. But in the end, I think Ronald Reagan was an unbelievably courageous man who overcame all of this very silently. And nobody knew what he went through. But that's why I wanted to write this book.
And you know, Kelly said it earlier, the thing that, which I told you backstage, research within in your books is amazing.
Martin Dugard is the man who does that.
And what are some of the scenes that we don't know about that went on at the White House after this?
Basically, Ronald Reagan had what they call his good days and bad days. On his bad days, he never even came to work. He stayed in a residence and watched soap operas, and watched You Guys, or Regis was on at that point. That's on his bad day. He was almost incapacitated. On his good days, he was brilliant. And he would come down, he was engaged. And there was a point in his presidency where they actually thought about removing him. There is a mechanism in the Constitution. If the president can't carry out the duties, he can be removed. And Ronald Reagan came that close. And George Bush would have been president, Bush the elder. So we write about that. It's unbelievably dramatic, and nobody knows it.
Nobody knows it. I mean, when you think back, I just remember I was a kid. I was a kid, and I thought, wow, he was shot. He could have been killed. He wasn't killed. We're so lucky, and he's back at work.
I want to tell you, some conservatives are mad at me who lionize Ronald Reagan because they say, well, you said a lot of bad things about him. I got the same stuff with killing Jesus. Because we wrote Killing Jesus as a man, not a God. I didn't do the resurrection. But I'll tell you what, after you're reading this book, you're going to think more of Ronald Reagan, even though we do tell you that he was a real human being.
Well, that's what I was just going to say, that he exhibits such human qualities.
That's right.
The qualities of every person, not a super president of the United States.
We bust the myth. Well, all I can say is I thank God I have the faculty to get the word out about lots of things. Factor tip of the day, always be grateful for what you have, even when annoyances like that preemption hit.